Alright guys, what's up? So I'm back with a new type of video today. I'm going to be trying out, and I'm going to call it freestyles. And what this kind of video is just going to be about is some oddball piece of tech news. I'm just going to talk about, give you my opinion on it, and then ask your opinion about it. So this week I wanted to talk about a new company or a new social website that came out that I just kind of found out about yesterday, and I think I've heard a few stories about it before then. But it's called Ello, and some people are asking whether this is the death of Facebook. So what makes this different than Facebook? Well, Ello is promising that there will never be any advertisements on the site. And because of that, you are not going to be treated, or so they claim, you won't be treated as a commodity. So Ello's kind of main diss, apparently, from their manifesto is that other sites invade your privacy and sell everything you look at to another company. So in fact, for those sites, we ourselves as the user are the product. So Ello is promising not to do that. So how are they going to make money? Well, Ello plans to sell packages where you can add different features to your actual profile page. And that's how they plan to make money instead of selling it through advertisements. Now, will users buy onto this? I'm not sure, but Ello really got popular yesterday. So I think yesterday they had over 31,000 new subscribers trying to join their site, and it got so busy at one peak period that they actually had to turn it off. And so Ello is still very new and still very buggy. Alright guys, so what I'd like to do next is actually switch over the computer and show you some of kind of the unique design of the site, because I think it's a really, really cool design. The logo itself is kind of like this menacing V for Vendetta circle with a smile on it. It's really, really cool. I've been on the site for about 5 days now. There's still not a ton of stuff to do at Ello, but it's still pretty interesting, and I wanted to give you a look at the design. Their logo is this kind of dark V for Vendetta kind of style smile. This is the actual manifesto page, and I'll put the link to all this down in the description box below. But a lot of the designers, this all got started with the LGBT community, got upset because they couldn't use pseudonames or fake names on their Facebook profile page. And so that's what inspired them to kind of create this community where you could basically have a social community without actually having to use your real name, unlike Facebook. So you can see here the circle faces over there, and that's kind of that V for Vendetta, and kind of showing the whole thing is that we're about privacy. You don't have to put your entire life out there, only what you want. So this is the basic homepage. On your right, you kind of have your news feed, and on the left, you have a list of all your friends. And the cool thing here is that you can separate your friends or people you've added to your page or your news feed to do different categories. And so you can put them in friends, which will show up when you click the friends icon, or you can put them in noise. And so noise is if you follow companies or other things that you don't really want to hear stories from, but you don't want them to know that you don't want to follow them, you can put them in this category. You can see these kind of noise stories, these stories you're not as interested in, whenever you want. So every time you add a person, so you click this button here and it'll say discover, and it's your basic human person with a plus sign. So anytime you want to add a person, you can either click here, friend, or noise. So for this guy, for example, I don't know him. Let's say his face is. Let's put him in noise. Scroll down a little bit here. Justin Klein, you look okay, like a creative strategy in the 303. I'm not really sure where that is, but you look like a decent person. I'll put you in my friends category. You can see his profile page now appears here, whereas in noise, the faces thing appears here. The next cool tip I kind of wanted to show is that if you click the right arrow key on your keyboard, it actually gets rid of your friends list and just shifts it over to where your entire thing is just a news feed. My kind of one critique of Ello right now is that I don't think people are really sure what they're supposed to be talking about on here. So Facebook kind of came out and it was for college students. So that's kind of picked up its original theme. Now it's for everyone, mostly for families and friends to communicate. But it originally started off as a lot of college students getting on it and kind of sharing pictures of parties and stuff and whatnot on Facebook. And now it's not like that at all. Please do not do that if you actually use Facebook. I would describe Ello so far as like a designer and artist based Instagram, more or less, with the ability for you to add just fully worded posts. It's a lot of people just talking about design and showing off their own artwork and designs that they've taken, which is pretty interesting. A lot of stuff I've seen here is really cool. Definitely not mad about the content that's being generated in this newsfeed. I think it's really good content. I'm a fan of it so far. So if you click your right arrow key again, you can go and it'll bring in a comment box. So if you want to say something, say hello. And the other cool thing I want to point out here is all the text is kind of in this typewriter text, which I think is really neat. I like that a lot from the design point. You click upload, and you can upload a photo. So let's say I want to upload this photo of iPhone 6 sizes. And then you go down to the bottom. This part, I think I would critique the design from the site. So you can't really see what these buttons do until you put your cursor over those buttons. So for a while, I was always getting confused about how to actually make these posts because you don't see anything besides these X buttons and this button, but they don't really do anything. The X will just delete what you put in there. This button just hides those. I have no idea what this thing does. Click post, and then you can go back to your profile page, for example, and you can see this post. I'm just going to delete it because I don't want that post to be there. And taking a look at the actual profile pages themselves, so this kind of starts cool with a nice banner. This is 1800 by 1013 banner size is the recommended size, and if you don't have exactly that same size, we'll keep dropping this recommendation. I think mine is 1800 by 1040 is the banner I chose, and so just not going to bother to fix that. Here you can put a profile page, and it comes in a circle, kind of like how Google Plus started off. You can write a little blurb about you, and then again, I kind of follow the same thematic content that they've had, where just a few word posts and then like a nice picture. That's how I've seen most of the content kind of framed up here, which I like. I think pictures, they're worth 1,000 words. All right, guys. So this concludes the tour of Ello. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Tell me what you think about Ello. And if you subscribe to the channel, then I'll enter you in a contest to win an invite. I think I have 8 invites left. So I will select 8 of you and send you out an invite if that's something that you're interested in. So tell me what you think about it and subscribe to the channel, and you will be entered in a contest to win an invite. Alright guys, so thanks for watching today's video. I would like to know your thoughts about Ello, whether you think this is the Facebook killer or not. We all know Facebook is getting old, and myself personally, I really do not enjoy using Facebook anymore, and I kind of hate when I do have to use it. So I'm much more active on Twitter and Instagram as my kind of social platforms. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below, or you could just tweet them to me or hit me up on Google+, any of the above. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And that'll let me know that you want to see more videos kind of like this, kind of freestyle, off-topic video. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Until next time, it's been real.